I think I've been around Doc the longest as a player, and I know how he used to coach me. And like I watched toward the end of my career and the transition from like this era of players to the next. Like how was that? Because I saw a different you, Doc, from the one that coached me to the one that coached like the next generation. Like how was that transition?
You know
what I'm
I
saying?
think there's been three. I've been in long enough.
And like I want to say, you coached me hard. We done had some.
No, I coach hard.
You coached me super hard.
Yeah, we had
had some days.
Yeah, we had some tough days, Paul.
Like
I remember,
for sure. Like
yeah,
for sure.
early on.
Yeah.
You know, when I first took the job, and we were going to be very good, but I thought you could be more efficient.
Yeah,
and I came in and I said, Paul, you got to play this way. And you're like
we bump
heads. All 13 months. What are you talking about?
Right.
I know you made it, but you can be better.
Right.
I remember we had the conversation with about, I think you were shooting like 42, and I asked you, Paul, you a great shooter? And you said, yeah, I'm a great shooter. You know, Paul. And I said, well, you're shooting 42%. So either you're a great shooter and taking bad shots, or you're not a great shooter. Now, which one is it? Paul was like, I'm a great shooter.
What you talking about?
So I'm saying, then you're taking bad shots. Let's work on it. And give Paul credit. Like, we button heads, and then remember, you just walked in my office. You know what? What you want to try to do, we're gonna do it.
Yeah, I remember.
It wasn't me. Like I wouldn't give in. I think you knew I was crazy enough that this guy ain't changing. So, but you did it.
Like, I'm gonna buy in.
But this is a different group. I've had three. When I first started, it was like a different group. Then by the time y'all, different era of guys, where you can really coach your group. And this group is so much more sensitive because they have so much more stuff. Because social media. See, we didn't have that. These guys every day. What was the first thing that Book said after the Laker game with the non-call? You know, I was on Twitter.
Oh yeah,
and everybody was telling me, like, because it's a different generation. These guys, there's people that the peripheral people now are involved. Where when we were, you couldn't get involved. When I played, think about my first 8 years as a player, there's no such thing, I'm showing my age, of a cell phone. No one had one. So when we got on the bus, we talked to each other. When y'all got on the bus, it was loud. You get on the bus now, it is silent.
What do you mean? Like you can?
Everybody's on their devices.
On
And so you come in at halftime now. People are looking down, you walk in, and I don't have a rule, but they know you shouldn't be on the phone. But and always, you know, Sam Cassell always laughed. He said, the players that have no idea what you actually see and what you don't see. You know, because I see everything. You know, but you got to act like you don't see it. But you know what they're doing now? They're talking to their individual coach. They're talking to, you know, and every coach, all these guys, I've not met an individual coach who has ever called me about defense. You know, so that was the rule I made. I had one call me, you know, my guy needs to get more shots. I said, listen, first of all, you're not part of this team, you know, and we're going to do what we need to do for the team to win. I said, but here's our new deal. You can call me about defense anytime. Anytime you think your guy needs to play harder defense, just give me a call. And I said it in a nice way.
None of them gonna call.
And I never got a call. I never got one call.
Classic Doc Rivers right there.
In the summer, they not working on it. They not working on it.
Nobody working on no
So
D.
you don't hear that. But you gotta understand that though. They are more sensitive because these guys are criticized more. There's more people. They read the comments. You know, they read the social media comments. They all of them have their own brand. No one had that. So it is different, and you gotta be conscious of that. And there was times I failed on that because there's times they needed to be coached. And so even coaching like you wouldn't come to me. You wouldn't say, man, Tony needs to play better defense. Paul needs to do this. You would say, Paul, you need to do this. This generation will come to you. The guy sitting next to him.
Wow.
And because they don't communicate as well. And you can always see the teams that communicate will win, and the teams that don't won't. You can visually see it, and it's obvious.
Yeah. Who guarding Barner?
Oh, man.
Hey, who guarding Barner?
Man, listen, anytime we're in a personal setting, I don't even say it, but that whole thing was about Ginobili, right?
No,
Right.
no.
Hold on, the coach is here.
So this is the story.
The whole
This
thing
is
was
the
about
story.
Ginobili, right? We were
I
there.
had Ginobili that night.
We were there to stop Ginobili, right?
We were there to stop Ginobili.
For sure, he was on
The
the roll.
2-4 pick and roll, the 3-4 pick and roll was the most famous because he popped, right?
Yeah.
I didn't have a rotator. We were trapping Ginobili. I got no rotator. So Redhead was hitting that motherfucker. That was the game plan, right?
It was, but
Look how your teammate. Okay, go ahead.
I'll
Dog,
tell you a funny thing. So we're at halftime and Bonner's rolling, right?
He rolling.
He's rolling.
I'm
He's
like,
rolling.
God
He never
damn.
had 20 and a half this time. So, but Ginobili is under control.
Ginobili is
Am I
the guy
right?
we're trying to control. But and Sam will verify. I told Sam, I said, I'm going to talk about Bonner. It's going to piss Kevin off.
Right, right.
and-
But I said it
Yeah.
already.
Yeah, that's why I did it. I wasn't doing it for more reasons.
It's how he
to
did
get
it,
under
though,
his
dog.
skin.
It was.
But see, that's the thing about our team.
Yeah.
We could go at we can say it to each other before you had to do it.
Yeah.
Right.
We hold each other accountable.
But when
And
I
that's
walked
what
in
made
and
us
said,
good.
like, who's gotten Bonner? He lost his mind.
So I was like, okay, Bonner won't fuck. And then he was like, Kevin, we're here to stop Ginobili. It ain't about Bonner. You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
We're here to stop Ginobili and beat
Oh,
the
my
Spurs.
God,
Get out of your
dog.
feelings.
I was going to say it, then Sam said, don't say that. He'll go nuts. I said, listen, we're going to have to send some help on Bonner.
I looked like,
Okay, Doc,
my
that's, you know what I'm
God.
saying? It was all good. I'm
Yeah.
glad we could laugh about that, but yeah, wait till I see Bonner next time. Bonner, if you in any place hooping and I see you, it's shit, boy, you know what I'm saying?